And time to check in with former Yankees prospect, University of Michigan and NFL quarterback turned Yankees coach, Drew Henson. He was part of 4 NFL organizations, drafted by the Texans, then a member of the Cowboys, Lions, and Vikings. But his career path has taken him back to the Yankees and baseball. At the age of 33, he is no longer playing, but he is coaching and enjoying his time working with young Yankee prospects. We caught up with Henson to learn more of his story at the Arizona Fall League.
This past season was my first season back with the organization, and I was a hitting coach with one of our Gulf Coast League teams. So I was down in Tampa through extended spring training and the whole summer and spent the time with the draft picks and the young players that came over from Latin America. So really their first experience of professional baseball here in the States, which was great for me because just getting back in the game after a few years away was a great learning experience for me. And then you get these young, somewhat raw players with tremendous tools that are eager to learn and work, which was great to come into work every day.
Henson was a can't-miss kid in 2 sports, no less. From 1998 to 2000, Henson spent his autumns playing quarterback at the University of Michigan and his summers playing third base for the Yankees organization, which drafted him in the 3rd round in 1998.
The Yankees drafted me then. We negotiated over the summertime and worked out a contract that allowed me to play football in Michigan in the fall, go to school in the wintertime, and then after spring practice and school ended, I'd come down and play about 2.5 months of summer ball with the A-ball team, and then eventually Double-A the second year. After my 3rd year in school and a brief stint with the Reds, I was traded back to New York in 2001 and then signed a full-time contract.
Henson spent the next 3 years at AAA, where he displayed potential but never enough to earn more than 2 brief September call-ups. He hit 18 home runs and 30 doubles for Columbus in 2002. The next year, he hit 40 doubles, earned another call-up, and in the final game of the regular season, got his only big league hit.
And that is going to be through for a base hit, and Drew Henson has his first big league base hit. Well, it's got to feel good for Drew Henson. So he finally has his first big league hit.
At the end of the 2003 season, Henson moved full-time to football and was in the NFL through 2009.
When I went back to football, probably should have had a little more patience with myself on the baseball side, but eventually played 5 years and retired in 2009. Did a brief, couple falls of college football broadcasting with ESPN and enjoyed it, but also showed me that, I wanted to get back on this side of it and work with an organization. The Yankees were kind enough to bring me back this past year.
He has watched so many coaches work on the professional level, and he uses techniques from each of them in his approach.
Dallas Cowboys, Minnesota Vikings, and the Detroit Lions, I kind of got a broad spectrum from the high-profile teams to the low-profile teams, the successful teams and not-so-successful teams. And you take a little bit from each of those coaches and organizations and kind of apply it to what I would do going forward and how I would relate with guys or how I would coach them and communicate with them. So, yeah, I played for Bill Parcells. Sean Payton was my quarterbacks coach. I've got to play with Hall of Famers and with each team, your Jason Wittens, your DeMarcus Wares, Adrian Petersons, Calvin Johnson, and not to mention all the New York Yankees that I got to spend some time with. So seeing the guys that are truly the best at what they do, I feel very fortunate to have been able to be around that and then to apply it to my next career. I didn't achieve the things I wanted to on the field, but I've had an experience that really no one else has been able to have. And through that, I'm happy about where I'm at now, and I feel like if I didn't have some of those experiences, I wouldn't be as prepared or possibly be as good of a coach or front office person as I can be down the road.